guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another HelloFresh video, and yet again I am not sponsored, obviously. If you don't know what HelloFresh is, although I'm assuming you do if you press on this video, I have made a more detailed review about them in the past, so if you want to check that out I will leave the link here. So in this video I wanted to show you some of the meals that I recently had from HelloFresh. Please be warned, this is quite a chaotic video. Like, it can be really difficult to film at the same time as cooking and making sure you're doing everything on time. So as I go along, I'll be trying to rate the meals out of 10. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hello, now it's me from the future. I'm filming this voiceover, I don't even know, 8 months later or something. Sorry. So this is the crispy skin chicken breast, and here are all the ingredients. So obviously you've got to preheat the oven and then chop all the vegetables. Not that quick, I wish it was that quick. Put on some oil, sugar, salt and pepper. So I believe this recipe said to cook the chicken on the skin side, and then once that side's cooked to pop it in the oven to cook some more. Pop the carrots in as well, and in the meantime chop the potatoes and start boiling them for the mash. So the next step is to get your glamorous assistant to chop the rest of the veg. No, don't rush, you're gonna cut your fingers off. And then we decided to add some garlic to the mushrooms and cook that all together to make the mushrooms more garlicky. I would recommend doing this. The recipe didn't say to add garlic here, but we did. And then you add in some of the other bits for the sauce, also make the mash. Let's film it from this angle. That looks grim. Let's film it really close. The potatoes look grim. And ta-da! Here's the finished result. I gave this a 6.5 out of 10. Not sure why I didn't rate it higher, but I know some of the other meals in this video I liked a lot more, so that's probably why. So next we've got the Harissa sausage naan pizza with baby gem salad. I'll edit it so it looks like it magically transports itself to the pile of peppers. Please don't cut your fingers off. So once the peppers are chopped and everyone's still got all their fingers, you just add some oil, salt and pepper and pop them in the oven. In the meantime I was trying to break up the meat, but this was quite hard to do with one hand. And then you mix up the sauce. As you can see now, the meat's starting to cook quite nicely. Start grating the cheese. So then you literally just assemble the little pizzas on the naan breads, and we didn't bother with the baby gem salad because, well, it wasn't even a salad, they just wanted us to eat the lettuce leaves with salt on them. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. And here is the final result. I really like this dish. It was really quick and easy to make, and I gave it 9 out of 10. So next up we've got the baked caramelized onion sausages with couscous, and here are the ingredients. So as always, chop the veg, then quickly pop the sausages in the oven, and then you gotta cook the couscous and roast the almonds. Already going brown, or am I saying things? And then you turn over the sausages and just add in the chopped peppers, bit of oil, salt and pepper as always, pop them all in the oven together. And next you cook the other ingredients, so the onion with the garlic and the sauce, add the passata. And here is the final result. I really like this dish and I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. And the next dish is the Smoky Mexican style bean stew, and we got some chorizo to add on to this as well. I think you could add it on HelloFresh, but we just bought some from the shop, and I'm really glad we did. It went really well. So here we go again. Different day, same pepper. Not the same pepper, but you know what I mean. Chop the vegetables again and cook the onion as usual. I kid you not, I had this dish about 8 months ago, but I still remember how nice it was. I really liked it. I would recommend making this for yourself, especially if you like chorizo and if you like spicy food. And here we're adding all the different sauces and spices, mixing that all up, getting all the nice chorizo juices, adding the chopped tomatoes, and then we had to add the beans and the peppers and the courgettes, basically just mix it all together like a stew. Then you have to make the tortillas, or don't make them, just cut them up. And here is the final result. I love it. Apparently I only gave it 8 out of 10, but it was so good, I swear. Right, so the next dish is Rigatoni capris, and I've had this dish a few times since I filmed this video, and I really liked it every single time, so I think this is definitely one of my favourite dishes. One thing to add though, it does come with olives, but we both hate olives, so we didn't use them. And also the parsley started to go off by this point, so I don't think we ended up using that or much of that really. So yeah, again with the chopping, then you had to roast the pine nuts, boil the pasta obviously, cook the shallot, and we added loads of garlic as always. Mix that all together with the tomato puree and the chopped tomatoes. Not sure what that is, I can't lie. Mix that all together. This is quite a simple and easy dish, to be honest. I was filming that as well, that was so funny. I would just be like, plop. As you can see, this is a very cheesy dish, so here we're just adding the tomatoes in balsamic dressing and the mozzarella, the chives, the pine nuts, and yep, here is the final result. I really like this dish, so I gave it a strong 8.5 out of 10. Next we've just got quite a classic dish of sausages and mash. Can't go wrong with this, can you really? Here's all the ingredients, taking away the dirty bowl. So again with the green pepper, it seems as though every single recipe has had a green pepper. And then we had some very cute baby carrots, as you can see. Pop those all in the oven along with the sausages. Goodbye, off you go. And here we're just making the mash and the onion gravy as well. And here we're just making the mash. Hopefully this looks a little bit more aesthetic than the last mash making process. I think we mixed it with coriander here as well. And here is the final result. If we had a bit more gravy, I would have given this a strong 10 out of 10. Next we've got penne ragu al forno, which I've also had again since this video has been filmed, and I really like it. One thing I'll say though is I prefer turkey mince, so I've written down in my notes that if this was turkey instead of beef, then I think I would have given it a 10 out of 10. So then you just start frying the meat and the carrots and the tomato puree, add the chopped tomatoes. By this point you realise you forgot to film, so you pretend to chop things. Chop. Right, now the chives. Right, so once the meat's all cooked and the pasta's cooked as well, you mix it all together and you add in the chives as well. Put that all in an oven-proof dish and then put on the cheese on top, the mozzarella and the parmesan, and in it goes. Again, super cheesy, very nice, 9 out of 10 from me. And the next dish, I'm not sure why, but I didn't have time to film, so here's just the finished result, and I really like this, so 9 out of 10 from me. So for the penultimate dish, we've got Fragrant chicken curry, which looks like this. And one thing I've got here in my notes is that we need to add more water to the rice, so I think there was a mistake in the recipe and it said to add like the tiniest bit of water, which is just not right, so yeah, please add some more. So once the chicken starts to go brown, you add in the shallot and garlic, obviously as much garlic as you want, can never have enough, and then you add in the spices and the coconut milk to make it all nice and creamy. And here is the final result. It was very nice, 7.5 out of 10 for me. So last but not least, we've got these spicy beef stir-fry noodles. I'm not going to try to pronounce that second word because I don't want to butcher it, but as always, chop the vegetables, make it look busy, you know, and then fry the beef. One thing I got to say is this beef was quite chewy, so as a not massive fan of beef, that wasn't amazing, but I still really like the dish overall. But yeah, if I used maybe chicken breast or something like that, I think it would have been a bit better for me, but nonetheless, here's the finished result, and I gave it an 8 out of 10. So that is all the meals that I wanted to share with you today. If you're still watching, then thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!